Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Salam Ramadan to all year 6 viewers that is watching the science class Brunei. Now, before we move on to our topic, let us recite Dua Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Now moving on to the topic for this week, we shall enter a new theme 3.4, that is about water, and the topic would be conservation of water. And the things that we need to talk about in this video would be the importance of water, uses of water, and importance of conserving water. Now, in order to reach that objective, this is our objective, that is outline the importance of water and describe some of its uses, and then justify the importance of conserving water and recommend ways to conserve water. Okay, now the steps that we need to take to reach that objective would be to talk about why water is important, and we also need to discuss how we use water every day, and we talk about how we can save water. Okay, now moving on to our subtopic, importance of water. All organisms need water to survive. Now, as we have learned before, organism means living things, and living things include plants, and then animals, fungi, and microorganisms. And these are what we have learned, four types of living things. Now, where we can find water? We can find water in the oceans, because ocean covered more than 70% of the earth surface. Okay, other places that we can find fresh water, ocean water is salty water, but then where we can find fresh water, we can find fresh water frozen in ice, that ice on the mountain over there, or found underground. So these two places we can find most of our fresh water. But we can also find fresh water in river habitat, or stream habitat, or pond habitat, or lake habitat. So these are the sources of fresh water. Now, before moving on to our next subtopic, I have a bonus question. The question is, what is desalination? Now, answer will be at the end of this video. Okay, now, importance of living, importance of water to living things. Now, plants. Now, we have learned that there are four types of living things: plant, animal, fungi, and microorganism. Now, here for plants, water is very important because plants need water to make food or photosynthesis. Plants also need water to transport important minerals here from the soil to different parts of the plant. So minerals means fertilizer, bacha. So it needs to be sent to leaves and other parts of the plant. So it needs water to do that. Okay. Now for other animals, other types of living things, just now we have talked about plants, now it's about animals, or as humans, water is needed to transport materials such as blood, food, and oxygen to all parts of the body. So inside our body like this, we have blood, and blood is mostly water, and blood is used to transport food and oxygen to all other parts of our body. Here we have done this in year, if I'm not mistaken, in year 4. Okay, in year 4 we have learned this, and we talked about blood, and we need water. So we can send food and oxygen to other parts of our body. Our body is made up of 60% of water. Without water, we would not be able to survive for more than a few days. From what I've read, around maybe 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. 5 days, if I'm not mistaken, if we live without water. Now, moving on to some animals need water to survive and reproduce. For example, fish live in water. So fish need water to survive. They also need water to lay their eggs, like in this picture. Frogs and toads also lay eggs in water and spend part of their lives underwater, like in this picture. Okay, that's why it is very important to have water. Some animals need that to live, not us. We need water to drink. Okay, but some animals live in water, like fishes. Now, how do we use water every day? Now, there are two ways. Let's take a look at how we use water in our homes. In our home, water is very important in our everyday life. In our home, water is used for drinking and cooking. It is also used for washing dishes, like that picture, and washing clothes. So we need water to do that. And the other things that we do with water is to keep ourselves clean. We use water in the bathtub or shower. We also use water to wash our hands and brush our teeth. Washing hands and brushing teeth use water. So we use water for cooking. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Drinking, cooking, and then wash dishes, wash clothes, and then shower, washing hands, brush teeth. Now there are seven uses that we have learned just now. And I think there are some more. What other things in our home we use water for? Baking bread, which is cooking, making tea, okay, making a drink. Yes, of course, you need water. Okay, now, excellent. We have learned about 7 to 9 uses of water in our home. How about outside our home? Why do we need water for? How do we use water outside our home? Now, outside our home, water is used for washing cars and watering garden. And then, if we go to a fish market in Brunei Darussalam, you can see that ice is used to keep the fish fresh. Ice is made from water, and ice is used to keep fishes fresh. Okay? Water is also used by firemen to put out fire. And then it is also used for rearing fish in a pond or pond like this. Places like this, water is used to rear fish. So how do we use water every day? Other uses outside home else than the one mentioned just now. Other uses would be transportation. Water is important in transportation. Oil tankers transport oil and gas from Brunei, Darussalam to other parts of the world using ships like this. So ship like this, it travels through the sea. Sea is a body of water. Why does it need the sea to travel? Why doesn't it use aeroplane? Because uh, Brunei, oil tankers need to send lots of oil. It cannot be used. Aeroplane cannot be used to transport lots of oil. It's cheaper using big ships like this. You can send more. Okay, so it's very important for ships like this to send oil to other parts of the world, and water transportation is very important. Other uses, boats like here, boats in Brunei Darussalam. This one is water taxi, are used in Brunei Darussalam to transport people to and from Kampung Air. So this is the water taxi. And also if you look at Google, you can search for it. Before, years and years ago, there's a group of sellers called Padian, and Padian sells things using boats to Kampung Air. You check in Google, you call Brunei Padian, if I'm not mistaken, you check that. That is our history. Okay, moving on, other uses. Water is also used for recreation and sports such as fishing, swimming, and surfing. So we need water to do these activities. Okay, now, the bonus question, what is desalination? Desalination is a process to make salt water suitable for drinking and other daily activities. So, desalination means using a machine to take water, salt water from the ocean, put it there, and what happened is water is changed or fresh water is taken from the sea water. Now this is done by a few countries such as, if I'm not mistaken, Singapore and Saudi Arabia. Some Arab countries they uses this method to get fresh water. Now, we move on to week 5 exercise. Please read your notes. You can print the notes or put it in your exercise or files. Do the worksheet that I have provided through Google Form or Microsoft Form. Now, let's recap week 15 lesson. Water is important for living things. Living things need water to survive. Fresh water can be found in frozen ice, underground, rivers, streams, ponds, and lakes. Water is used by plants in photosynthesis. Water is needed by animals and humans to transport materials to all parts of our body. Some animals live in water and reproduce in water. We use water in our home and outside our home. Okay? Now, continuing, some plants and some machineries use water like ships. They need water to transport things like water taxi. Okay, now thank you for watching the lesson. If you have questions regarding this lesson, water conservation, you can follow me in TikTok at Chiguruni, ask me question. Or if you need to find other videos, previous videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Science Class Brunei. Share and like the video to your family and friends they are in year 6, that is in year 6. Wherever you are in Brunei Darussalam, we are learning the same lesson, so you can share it with your friends, year 6 friends. Inshallah, until next week, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.